Hey, welcome back to another episode of We Rebuilds. Today what we got going on is we're gonna change out the lower control arm on this 2017 Ford Escape. I want to say it shouldn't take long. It all depends on how tedious this thing gets. It's my first time doing it, but if I remember any of it from when I worked on a 2013 one, it's probably around the same thing, where you just have those two bolts, now one up top. And then just to move, I want to say it's either 3 or 2 bolts you move, so you could open like a covering shield or something, so you could get to that last bolt. But anyways, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, turn your post notifications on. Check us out on all social media links. Don't forget, our haters are our biggest motivators, so we're just gonna keep on doing what we could do, okay? But enough talking, let's hop straight into this video and I can show you what we got going on. Let's go. So what you could see here is she got both left and right, and I just made sure to check to see if it's the correct thing. But what I'll do first is just pull off whichever side, and then once we pull off whichever side, let's make sure it is exactly the same, or we just look at the part number on the one that's actually on the car currently before we even start removing anything, just to make sure that everything is 100%. But yes, this is the left, because you see the little L right here, that's the left side, and then they made sure to have it right here again. And this is the right, it's the R right there and the R right there. And as you see, we have made sure it's originally from Ford. So we're basically putting back the original parts on. Now, you already know, anytime I'm working on suspension and stuff like that, I always kind of lay out the quick jacks. So we already have the quick jacks connected and have the car in the air. Just remember, to loosen these bolts for the car, to loosen them, all you need is a 19mm bolt, socket. So we already loosened up those. So first what I'm gonna do is take those wheels off. And once I take the wheels off, the next thing is, once I remove the wheel, what I'll probably do is remove this shield right here. I don't have to remove the whole thing completely, but I honestly don't want to put any bends in the customer's stuff also. So I'll see if I could just do it and then push a wrench behind, because we need to push a wrench behind so that we could pull out those last 2 bolts or whatever. But that's about it. I already loosened these wheels, so the next thing we need to do is to honestly get ready to remove the wheel, and then we just start just getting this stuff done. So let's go. This is off. Alright, so we put the tire underneath the car. Now what I'm talking about is the 2 bolts that I said more than likely I have to remove. It should be one right here, one up top, or if you could see, one, there's gonna be one right here and another one. And then basically you have to loosen this, and then you could just move the plate out of the way, and then once you move the plate out of the way, you could get to that one right behind here, if y'all could see my finger touching it. But that's the bolt that we need to get to, because there's a plate in front covering it. And then once we do that, what I was saying is I'll just remove this piece right here, and then when I remove it, I'm gonna just pull it so that I could get to the bolt, one of this one right here, but to fully get to the other one. Now the only thing that we might have issues with, and I can't really show you now because this is in the way, but the sway bar, because you have the sway bar and it's bolted down, I want to say it's bolted down on top of the lower control arm bracket. If not, it's like it bolts close to it. And then so we'll just figure that out as we get there. So I'm just gonna keep moving step by step, and then we just go from there. Let's go. Thing you want to know is the bottom where you need I think it's a 15. Yeah, so this is a 15 that you need. So once you loosen this, and you're just gonna slowly knock it out. And then there's a groove where you could push the breaker bar in between, and then you basically pry it down. If you can't pry it down, we have this right here, but normally this will damage the bushing, but since we're removing it anyways and we're not putting on back a brand new, we're just gonna slide the brand new one in. So I'm not really worried about the bushing, so we can always damage the bushing if we want to, just to get it out the way. But for good practice, there's another tool where you could use, and then all you do is just drill it down and just basically pushes it down for you, because it's like it's like a clip. It's just like you drill down one side and it just close it down and then pushes out. So I need to get that tool. It makes it a lot easier. And just like the other side, as I said before, you're gonna have to remove this right here. So once we pop that out, and then we could get to those bolts and everything, and then let's keep on moving. So let's go. All right, so now that I remove those two bolts, those two or 10mm bolts, once you remove them, then it's 15 up top, 13 down the bottom, and then so you could have space to move that plate. And I think it's a 18. Yeah, so it's a 18 to turn it. I'm gonna just put the socket on, then on this side right down here you need it's a 15 that holds one side, and then once you do that, then you just basically hit the bolt through. And so we're gonna I'll see if I could turn that. Hopefully I can. If not, then